Hi, this is Lisa Somerville for Divinity Designs. Today I'm here to share with you the release for July 2024. This month we are releasing 2 stamp die duos and 2 custom die. First we have our stamp die duos. Our stamp die duos contain stamps and dies. The dies for these 2 stamp die duos allow you to die cut the images from the stamp sets. The first stamp die duo, Highland Herd. This is a set of 8. It contains 4 stamps and 2 custom dies. This is a clear stamp set. And here you can see the dies for this stamp die duo. The next stamp die duo, Cow Babies. This is a set of 10. It contains 7 clear stamps and 3 dies. When using our clear stamps, I'd like to condition them before using them. This helps ensure a nice crisp image when stamping. Here you can see the larger cow from the Highland Herd stamp die duo. On these 2 here, you can see that the image didn't stamp well because the stamp wasn't conditioned. Here you can see a nice crisp image. To condition my clear stamps, I use a sanding block and go back and forth over the stamp. This helps remove any film or residue that might be left on the stamp. Then stamp or heat emboss the image onto cardstock. You'll then center the die over the stamped or heat embossed image. Use removable tape to hold that die in place, then die cut following the directions for your die cutting machine. That will leave you die cut images that you can use on your cards, scrapbook pages, or home decor projects. Next we have the 2 custom dies. The first die set, Highland Cow. This is a set of 4. You'll die cut these dies from multiple pieces of cardstock and then assemble to create the Highland Cow. Here you can see the Highland Cow die set on a finished card along with additional Divinity Designs products. To change the look of the card, you can add the A2 thin pierced frame. And here you can see the die cut pieces from the Highland Cow die set. You have the detailed Highland Cow, then you have the background layer, the floral detail, and the background layer. You'll use your favorite adhesive to adhere those 2 die cut pieces together. To adhere my die cut pieces together, I am using Bearly Art Craft glue, but you can use your favorite adhesive. And here you can see that I'm adding additional cardstock that was die cut from the Highland Cow out of the decorative die. And there you have the male cow using the Highland Cow die set. And here are the floral dies from the Highland Cow die set to create the female cow. Here you can see those 2 die cut pieces layered together. And here you can see those die cut pieces layered together, and then the die cut pieces from different pieces of cardstock inlaid back into the die. When using the decorative die from the Highland Cow, you can see that I've marked the back of the die with a Sharpie. That's so I can easily inlay those die cut pieces back into the die cut panel. Here you can see the 2 die cut floral pieces from the Highland Cow layered together. And here you can see I have the layer panel and the decorative die cut from green cardstock. On the back of the die, you can see that I used a Sharpie to mark the green with a green marker and then the 2 floral images. I can then use the die cutting tool to just remove the decorative frame piece from the die. Here you can see the decorative die cut from green cardstock, the layer die cut from pink, and here all those pieces are still within the die. I'm going to add dimension to my die cut pieces by stacking the die cuts. Once those are adhered together, I can add to the layer die. Now I'm going to add glue to all the areas where the leaves get inlaid back into the die cut piece. I'm going to flip this over onto the cardstock that's still within the die. Then I'm going to use the die cutting tool, and on all the areas that I marked in green, I'm going to push that cardstock into the die cut panel so that those pieces are inlaid within the die cut. Then when I remove that die cut panel from the die, you can see that all the green leaves are inlaid within the die cut panel. You don't have to inlay your die cut pieces this way. This is just something that worked quick for me, so I thought I'd share it with you. Then you can continue to die cut this die from multiple pieces of colored cardstock and follow the same procedure to add colored flowers to the flower area of the die cut. Then you can adhere the flower die cut to the Highland Cow and use to decorate your cards, scrapbook pages, or home decor projects. Here you can see that die cut on a center step card along with our circles and pierced circles die sets. And for a different look, here's our vintage labels and pierced vintage labels die set. The paper on this card is from our Blushing Rose paper pad collection. This 6x6 paper pad features 24 designer papers, 2 sheets of each design. And on this card, I used paper from the Weathered Wood paper pad collection. This 6x6 paper pad features 36 designer papers, 3 sheets of each design. The next die set, center pop out with layers. To complete this card, you'll need a 5.5 by 8.5 card base that's not included. When folded, this card will fit into an A2 envelope. The center pop-out with layers die set is a set of 17. When you die cut the base, it will die cut and score for you. When you die cut the layers, be sure to emboss those dies to bring out the detail of the dies. Here you can see the base die along with the layering panels. You'll find assembly directions on the back of the packaging. So here you can see the pieces die cut and embossed using the center pop-out with layers die set. Again, you're going to need a base card to complete this card. I'm using the A2 Landscape card base with layer die set. Here you can see that base card along with the layer. I'm also using the matting rectangle to add a pop of color between the layer panel and the base card. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. So here we have the pop-out panel from the center pop-out with layers. Again, you can see when it die cuts, it will also score for you. For the scores, we have Valley, Mountain, Valley, Valley, Mountain, Valley, 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 Mountain, Valley, and Valley, Mountain, Valley. You can then reinforce those score marks using a bone folder. You'll then use adhesive to adhere all those die cut and embossed layering panels to the center pop-out. So here you can see all the die cut and embossed layering panels are adhered to the center pop-out. Again, to complete this card, you're going to need a 5.5 by 8.5 card base. Again, here's my card base using the A2 Landscape card base with layer, along with the matting rectangle. Now we're ready to add the center pop-out with layers to the A2 Landscape card base with layer die set. Now we're going to add adhesive to the back side of the center pop-out. You're only going to add adhesive to the areas in pink. Now I'm going to adhere the die cut and embossed center pop-out to my A2 Landscape card base. Again, you can see the adhesive is only added to the side panels. Now I can add adhesive to the back side here to complete the card. And now that I've added the center pop-out with layers to my base card, I can finish embellishing my card. And here's my completed card. Again, this will fold flat and fit into an A2 envelope. On this card, I used the Buzzing Gnomes Paper Die Duo, circles, pierced circles, rectangles, pierced rectangles, the Be Mine stamp set, and the following dies: Be Happy, Busy Bee, Honeycomb Layering Combo. And on this card, I've used the following products in addition to the center pop out with layers: circles, pierced circles, Butterfly Layering Combo 3, Beautiful Day stamp set, and the Watercolor Wildflowers A2 card fronts. Now let's take a look at some of the projects created by the design team using the July 2024 release, along with additional Divinity Designs products. For more inspiration, visit the product pages on our website, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Instagram.